Hello and welcome to GiantBomb.com, our ongoing investigation into the world of old games will continue today. I'm Jeff. With me we have Drew.
Hello.
And Dan.
Hi.
Hello. We're going to look at some old games that are slightly less old today,
Okay.
But also some games that are about as old as we've been looking at.
There's a console here that I actually owned,
Yeah.
unlike your Amigas or whatever you guys do on the show usually.
Yeah, I don't
ZX
know.
Spectrums.
Yeah, it's pretty much just cobbled together breadboards and just wires everywhere. It's a fucking train wreck.
Computers made out of wood.
Yeah.
Drew, what was your first one that you owned, not your friends or
my
your brothers?
uncle
or...
gave me his Atari,
Okay.
and then 2600. But then I received my own Sega Genesis.
Okay. It's a good starter.
Yeah.
So you skipped a chunk there for a little bit.
Right, but the Atari was never my contemporary. The
Sure.
Genesis
Yeah,
was.
Yeah, it was just like, here's this leftover thing. That's how I ended up with, I think, my first Atari. It was just like people, like, kind of once the video game fad was over, you know, you had relatives with 2600s that were just like,
Right.
you know.
Got my NES in '88, so I guess it was still kind of in the middle of its
Sure.
run at that
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah.
my dad also had the Commodore 64, so
Yeah, no,
I
that's
just played that a
a
lot.
damn machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about a Commodore 64.
Astro Grover.
That's a goddamn computer right there.
Yep.
Not my first, but I actually got a 64 way later in the run, just because a friend of mine across the street had one, and you know it was just like he had a ton of games for it. It was like, man, I got to get one of these.
What was your first new home console?
I had an Atari 400, which was a computer, not entirely unlike the Commodore 64,
Okay.
but you know Ataris, and it had a membrane keyboard. But it had a cartridge port. Like, it was primarily there for playing games. You could do other stuff with it. And basically the 400 then led to the 800, and both of those, that hardware became the Atari 5200.
Okay.
So that was a consoleized version of those computers, in a way.
Looking up membrane keyboards, what is the specific definition for that?
Flat piece of crap that sucks
Okay.
to type on.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't see a lot of those anymore.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It's like every key is a Pop-O-Matic trouble.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It kind of just like sort of, yeah, you wouldn't even really feel it. It was sort of like a touch thing. Have you seen those crappy keyboards they make for the Microsoft Surface? That bolt
Yeah,
to, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
part cover, part
Yep,
keyboard.
yep.
That thing feels suck ass in the same way that the Atari 400 did.
I've never typed on that, but just like seeing the commercials, even when it's supposed to be shot like as attractively as possible, it still looks like shit.
I have one of those. It's a nightmare trying to type on that thing. Or use it as a mouse. Like, how do I right click on this thing? Like, the whole thing is just.
I went and tried the new MacBook keyboard in the store today.
Yeah,
Definitely try it before you buy it.
sure.
I kind of liked it, but it's got very little throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, but I had a Fairchild Channel F, which was kind of a competing platform to the 2600 that had, you know, like 11 games or something, and they were all just blocks on blocks. It was like, here's bowling, you know, that sort of thing. And the controller was this weird rod that you held at the top and could move and twist, and there's a whole thing.
So it was like
very erotic.
a joystick and a rotary.
It didn't rotate, like it didn't have a full rotation like a paddle, but it would twist, almost like a flight stick.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So not for like Arkanoid, like not
No.
that type of thing?
No.
Okay.
No. It would like push down, like the button was you pushing down on the stick. It was a weird thing.
Like
Like
opening a
clicking
pill
the-
bottle when you got to push down and then turn?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
A little bit. It taught me a lot about taking prescription medicine.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna teach me young.
Yeah. We're going to start with a game we've been talking about on the podcast here and there. And it's, I thought it was a platformer. Apparently it's not. Someone wrote it, someone said, like, this is not, you thought this was a platform game. It's not a platformer. I'm not really sure what this game is. I just know it by its music. So let's take a look at this.
I think I thought it was a platformer too. I don't think I've ever actually played this.
I had never heard of this game until you guys
Yeah.
were talking about it.
Okay,
I
well,
like that font.
we start out screwed because I don't have a controller pack here.
Jeff, how are we going to save our progress?
We're not.
We just beat the game here.
What?
We can go up the street to Ubisoft and see if they have one. I mean,
Okay.
They made the game, so they probably have whatever.
Didn't they make both of the like horrible ones I played on UPF, like the Going Quackers and
I guess so. Yeah. They
yeah,
did,
yeah.
didn't
What was
they?
it?
Yeah.
Daffy Duck Bumble. Well, I forget what
All right,
it's
here we
called.
have Buck Bumble.
Turn that up. that in
Pretty
England?
accurate
Yeah.
depiction of England. I've been there.
Foggy.
so,
Very foggy.
Yeah. Rains a lot. So.
Okay.
Is this edutainment?
I mean, it's about chemical spills and stuff, so it's basically Awesome Possum and Rollo to the Rescue all rolled into one.
Awesome Possum's not a good old game. Doesn't play well at all.
This isn't about good games. This is about old games.
Right. I guess Awesome Possum fits into that.
I played a little Awesome Possum about a week ago.
A week ago?
Maybe
How
we'll
was it?
get to it one
It's
of these
bad.
days. It's real rough.
Trying to do a Sonic thing. It's not really doing it right.
Yeah. Okay. Insect Wars.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bump.
I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
To the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this down.
Yeah.
I'm not really here to.
Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass.
The lyrics.
Bump to the boot.
I'm gonna post this in the chat.
You really should.
All right, if you're in the chat, I'm posting the lyrics to Buck Bumble.
So apparently you fly.
Okay. Above platforms.
Like Ace Combat? What
And this is Argonaut. Argonaut made this. So
Sounds like the radio edit.
yeah, they took out all the cursing.
Yeah. Two-player.
There's a lot of stuff that rhymes with Buck Bumble.
I mean, this is the kind of music that's popular in England.
Today.
Yeah.
To this very day, absolutely. So, I mean, I figured, well, what kind of options do we have here?
Is there actual kind of like English rap that kind of, what is it called, like grime or something? Is that the name of it?
Garage.
Oh, what? You had to pronounce it like that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that how-
otherwise, what would I be talking about? Actually, garage means a totally different thing here in this country in terms of music.
What does it mean in England?
It's a UK garage.
Would I like it?
No.
Who are the crazy, or the ant people? The ant farm? The ant word?
Alien Ant Farm?
No, not them. There's some crazy people that I think are from England, and they do crazy rap that sounds like that kind of.
Yeah, there's like, there's grime artists,
Okay.
that are out there making it happen. The streets.
So much I don't know about the world.
Somebody called this drum and bass. Is that what that
it's
is?
sort of,
Okay.
yeah, I guess it's like
Oh,
a drum and
D&B.
bass. Yeah, a
But like-
little D&B sort of thing.
Rock and roll has drums and bass guitar, so like, aren't technically the Beatles drum and bass?
Yeah,
They have guitars
there's-
also.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, the Beatles are the original drum and bass.
Chuck Berry had drums. He had a bassist.
I didn't read any of that. Okay.
Jeff, I'm not hearing any music.
Well, they,
Yeah, this is already.
This is training. This is peaceful. The war hasn't started yet. This is the prequel.
All right, so it looks like I can hit A to go forward, kind of B I can break. This reminds me of Mr. Mosquito a little bit.
Yeah, it totally looks like it. You're not like doing forward and back on the triggers there, are you? Or the Z and L? Because I think Mosquito was R1 to go forward, L1 to break.
This is A and B to go forward and
Okay.
break. R will give me a little 1942 loop.
Yeah. Or the ghost, or the Banshee in Halo.
Yeah. Nectar droplets are vital to survival during your missions. Okay.
What is that blue thing up there? It's like a turkey baster. It's on the HUD.
It looked like this flower actually had some, yeah. There's some nectar. Okay. Also, I think the implication there was that Buck Bumble was a cyborg.
From
Wait,
that opening screen, it did look that way, yeah. I mean, he's shooting lasers
have-
out of his
yeah.
hands. Oh, bees don't have hands.
Is your
Or what do you call them? What do you?
mandibles?
Okay.
Those are like their jaws.
Le-
Mandibles.
Oh,
are
yeah.
jaws.
Legs?
Oh, yeah, mandible claw is a jaw thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do bees have hands? He's got sneakers. He's got feet.
I don't think
No,
bees
bees
have
are like
hands.
multi-legged creatures.
Yeah,
You
they
wouldn't
got
necessarily-
6.
They have multiple appendages, but you wouldn't necessarily call them hands.
I guess you'd call them feet though if they've got
I
6
mean,
legs.
do cats have hands?
No, they have. I think feet. I think it's feet.
Okay.
Because you talk about like spiders, like 8-legged freaks or whatever.
Yes,
feet go
everyone
on
is
legs.
talking about 8-legged freaks in theaters this summer.
Did you guys ever see Ticks?
There's a movie.
The worst scary movie, or the first scary movie. Probably the worst scary movie I ever saw.
Who's in it?
I have no idea.
Is it spelled with a Z?
No. It's just tick plural.
3 plant pots.
I'm not really seeing anything on the radar
Was-
that's kind of pointing me in the direction of this, and
Yeah,
the
it's
amount
kind
of
of a
fog. Okay,
useless
here's
radar.
a plant pot.
Still trying to figure out what's going on
Continue
with that blue
to it.
thing. Suck it up. Don't shoot lasers. Man.
It's a tennis ball.
Can you fly in that
Ooh,
little
that frame
life
rate.
preserver?
Oh,
I mean, this is the training mode. This
Yeah.
is perhaps when we start the
Yeah,
real
it'll make
mission.
a little more
it'll
sense.
really pick up.
Such a come down though, coming from that theme music to just nothing.
I know.
Just don't know what to do with myself.
well,
here.
I've got a way to solve that problem.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the
Again,
biggity buck
I need to look at the lyrics again so I can follow along.
to the bump to the bass.
Bump to the bass, bump to the bump to the bumble. Okay.
Keep going.
Later it goes to the bump to the bump to the bump to the bass, ace, ace, ace. 4 times. And then it says itty bump, itty bitty bump, itty bitty bump, itty bitty bump, itty bitty bump, leche, leche, mandamula, dip dip. I don't remember that part of the song, but apparently it's in there.
Licky boom boom down.
That's old English.
Yeah. OLDE.
Adam is always bragging about his Buck
I
Bumble
know.
store.
Yeah. Anna just couldn't get to the 8th mission, you know, but it was still an admirable performance. All right.
Speaking of nectar, let's see what's in this fridge.
All right. Mission 1, Shock Strike. A forward herd scout unit has been sighted. Teleport from base and eliminate all the enemies you find in the area. Good luck.
Better have music here. All right.
I'm gonna go with this sparkling pear drink.
Ugh.
Where's that from? Why does it have tape over the top?
To prevent it from blowing up in transit.
Hecho en Guatemala.
Is it like what happened to the root beer in that fridge that blew up?
Sort of.
That was gross.
Do I get that, or do I? Oh, all right.
Dan, since you're on the laptop, you want to look up the story to Buck Bumble?
Yeah. Let's see what's going on there.
I mean, I'm
Would
seeing like
Wikipedia be the way for that?
Tesla coil-looking things.
I'm just Googling Buck Bumble's story.
I mean, there was a chemical spill that affected the insects.
In Japan, it's known as Bakubanburu.
Okay.
It came out in 98, September 30th here. The year is 2010. And there was a chemical factory spill in London, England. Mutated insects around the area. Evil herd, yeah. Buck Bumble is a volunteer bumblebee. He was implanted with cyborg technology. Part of an organization known as the Resistance, is trying to stop the army. He has to defend the Resistance base. He has to attack herd supply lines, travel through sewers, and eventually fight the herd's mantis-style queen.
Herd gate open.
There are 2 multiplayer modes, Buzz Battle and Buzz
oh
Ball.
no.
Oh dear.
Buzz Battle and what?
Buzz Battle and Buzz Ball.
Buzz
Buzz Ball, the goal is to hit a giant football into the opposing player's net.
I'm gonna guess it's a soccer ball.
It says football. Oh, it is a soccer ball. Ah, I thought it'd be real. Football.
Real football.
All right, let's get.
Company Joytech made an official Buck Bumble pack. It's a Rumble pack, known as the Buck Bumble pack. It was sold with the game exclusively at Dixon's and Curry's, the third-party peripheral not licensed by Nintendo.
Huh.
Oh, I want to look on eBay for a Buck Bumble Rumble pack.
It's a Buck Bumble pack, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has Rumble Pack support and controller pack support, so you get one of those weird
Yeah.
third-party things that has both with the Switch. That stuff was terrible. Like the fact that
How'd
there had
that
to be
work?
a screen that said, oh, so what they would do is games that had both support for both, you would have to have the controller pack in when you turn on the system, and then it would come. This one, in fact, does it. It comes up and says, if you have a Rumble Pack, insert it now. Oh, I died.
You know, I would prefer that than the Dreamcast original Xbox thing where there's two, and it just makes it way too bulky and wide.
Whatever, man. You put the Rumble Pack in the bottom one, the DMU in the other,
yeah.
you're good to go.
Get your chow on.
Ah, it's not at the expense of it being a bulky controller. Matt Casamassina of IGN compared it to a lower quality version of the B level in Banjo-Kazooie.
Did GameSpot review this?
Let me look. I'm looking. Apparently, the Buzzball multiplayer mode was called quite addictive by IGN.
Oh.
GameSpot's Lauren Fielder gave the game a significantly lower review than most publishers and echoed the belief that it missed the boat of lower quality first-generation 64 games.
That sounds a little closer to correct.
Yeah. GameSpot gave it a 5.2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Got a 9.0 out of 10 from Total 64.
Weird. A site devoted to N64 games basically like opting into just like, we're gonna shovel shit all day.
Well, 64 Magazine, separate Nintendo 64 Magazine, gave it a 9.2 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would love to see the like score distribution in like a pie chart, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Of publications like that.
Yeah. That's how you knew something just completely fucking sucked, is if like official Xbox Magazine or Nintendo Power gave like a Nintendo game a 3 out of 10 or something. It's like, Jesus, this has to suck.
Yeah.
So you go buy that one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like, well, we need one of these immediately.
I wonder what the lowest scoring Nintendo Power game of all time is.
That's a question that Metacritic might actually be able to
Yeah,
answer
let me-
for
I'll
you.
look it up.
Weirdly enough.
I'm gonna guess maybe an early 90s licensed
rankings,
NES
maybe.
game.
That's my guess.
When did
You know-
Nintendo Power start?
Their first issue had maps for Super Mario 2.
Yep.
Ah,
I hopped on right before Mario World, I think.
hopped on to the Nintendo Power train.
But the thing was with something like Nintendo Power, it was by virtue of it being a print magazine with limited space. When it came to like shit games, they just didn't review them. It's like if you're going to devote a limited number of pages to something, maybe focus on stuff that people might be able to be,
Music
get
news.
excited about.
Yeah.
Though I actually argue that negative reviews are useful because sometimes people need to know that they need to be safe. They need to like stay away from that shit.
Yeah. And sometimes they're fun to read.
All right, we got the lowest. We got three winners for lowest Nintendo Power score.
Okay.
It looks like they might all be DS games.
Ah!
We got Ant Nation on DS.
All right.
Got a 20. Also getting 20s, X-Men Destiny on DS. And Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer on DS.
Wow. None of those are G.I. Joe. So I'll take it.
I always said Nintendo Power was biased against the DS.
That's right. And 2 of those were licensed games, so you're right.
I was thinking early 90s, because like late
Well, I
stage
mean-
NES had so many shitty licensed games.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I tried real hard to like the Wayne's World and Home Alone games back then.
Oh, I think I remember the Home Alone game.
They're not good.
We played the Home Alone game
Did you really?
on this website some years ago.
That's why I
The
remember
SNES
it.
version. It's a special thing.
Jeff, when was the last time you played the Home Improvement game for Super Nintendo?
I don't know that I have.
The first stage, Tim Allen is shooting a staple gun at velociraptors.
Okay.
It's a hell of a game.
Does Tim Allen believe in dinosaurs?
Yeah, is this autobiographical?
Let me Google it. Tim Allen dinosaurs.
does Tim Allen? Google. Hey Siri.
Oh, no, it's just a bunch of like walkthroughs of the Home Improvement game. I want to say the old Dinosaurs TV show came on right after Home Improvement.
Does Tim Allen believe in Dinosaurs, the TV show?
Whoa. Use your
There were people inside those dinosaur suits, right? They weren't all like the baby was a robot.
What do you mean?
The dinosaur show.
Yeah,
ABC.
yeah, they went
Those were
and-
suits, right?
They got a bunch of dinosaurs and
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
oh, ground
Hey.
units.
You have a bomb?
I don't think so.
You launch your turkey baster?
Bob Wash is wondering if this is the Tim Allen we're talking about that wrote the book that was read at PAX. The answer is yes.
Yes.
The very same.
Okay, I've switched weapons.
Here we go.
There we go.
That's an Atari
Take
sound
that, you
effect.
fucker. Bug. Stupid bug.
I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Not the mama. You hit people with frying pan. Get someone a concussion that way.
I don't know that I ever really watched an episode of that Dinosaurs TV show.
Considering I was probably like 9 or 10 when it was out, it was pretty good at the time. But I was also 9 or 10. So. And I watched probably a good
Oh,
4 or
God.
5 seasons of Home Improvement.
Home Improvement, goddamn.
I remember genuinely, just unironically liking that show a lot. Really liked it when he made fun of Al Borland and the shorts he wore.
All right, we need to get a better angle on this guy.
They probably made a lot of episodes of dinosaurs.
I think it was only like 2 seasons. Let me check. I know it ends with
I think
everyone
I
dying.
I think I...
It does.
Really? Like
Yeah, it ends with them
a
all like
meteor?
huddled in a thing, and like the ice age is coming. Like that happy sitcom ends with everyone dying terribly. Oh, if you search for dinosaurs on Wikipedia, it just goes to dinosaurs, not the TV show. Weird.
Disambiguation?
Yeah, here we
That's
go.
what you need.
4 seasons, 65 episodes,
I would qualify that as a lot.
91 to 94. So actually, I would have been 7 to 10 during its entire run. Yeah, I probably watched all that.
I grew up with cool shows like Sledgehammer.
What's that about?
It's about a cop that talks to his gun.
Did the gun talk back?
No, I mean, not in a way that you could hear.
Is that like what Colbert is referencing when he's got Sweetness, his gun, and he talks to his gun? Is he probably like doing a weird reference to that?
Like maybe a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think it has to be a reference to have a guy talking to a gun. I think that just works on its own.
Well, the baby broke the fourth wall occasionally. The baby looked at the camera in season 3, episode 1, and said, "This could get ugly." And then spelled "They think I can't spell" with his alphabet blocks. Yeah, there's a whole section about the final episode here about the Ice Age causing them all to die.
Wow.
Wow, character and family names throughout the series refer to petroleum companies and or petroleum products. Sinclair, Phillips, Hess, BP, Richfield, and Ethel, among others.
That makes
deep.
sense. Just everyone knows oil comes from dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's like glue comes from horses.
Were there cavemen in that show, or was it scientifically accurate?
I don't think there are any cavemen. There's a character called Al Sexual Harris on Dinosaurs from the episode What Sexual Harris Meant.
That sounds good.
Voiced by Jason Alexander.
What was up in the
I need to go back and watch all this. I need to get the DVD set.
I just wonder if there was ever a crossover between, they bring back dinosaurs for that caveman show.
Oh, the Geico thing? Yeah, holy shit, I forgot that was a thing.
I feel like I'm not doing damage to this thing. There we go. I got hit in the head, huh?
Jeff, you win.
I appreciate the other musics, but none of them have the verve, the joie de vivre
Yeah.
of the the title screen theme.
If there was an option to where you could disable all other songs, like in a Tony Hawk game, would you just have the theme song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
That was a real good feature in Tony Hawk games. There's just like 1 or 2 songs you don't like and you don't ever want to hear. It's like, I don't like that Papa Roach song too. I'll turn that off.
The herd seems to have a radar network that pinpoints our position. 3 satellite uplinks must be destroyed for our location to remain a secret. We understand that one of the radar dishes is hidden beyond a secret passage. Fun. It's our understanding that one of them will be fucked up and hard to find. Also, you start with like less than full health. Welcome to level 2.
Oh, wow.
Well, you gotta find Nectar, Jeff. It's just one more layer of gameplay.
Uh-oh.
The gameplay loop is... Uh-oh. Was that the secret gate?
Maybe.
Tim Curry did several voices on dinosaurs. I like Tim Curry.
I like Tim Curry too. He's in the
Mainly
Hunt for
from
Red
Congo,
October.
right?
And Hunt for Red October.
Oh, okay.
Captain.
It's a pretty good track.
The aiming in this game is a little finicky. I mean, you know, it's just analog stick to kind of move and stuff like that, but it's not always.
What are you doing with the C buttons over there?
Switching weapons.
Okay. I never liked the C buttons. I like the
What?
Nintendo 64. Those C buttons are not good for anything, really. They're not great
Strafing
for camera.
in GoldenEye.
Still, another stick would be a million times better, but granted, that was before. You could do 2 controllers on GoldenEye with that one control scheme and do it like a dual
But
analog.
that doesn't work either.
It didn't work.
Did that count as blowing up the radar dish, or is that just the shield that now I can take it down? Oh,
That
geez.
looks blown up
That
to
was
me.
blown up? Yeah, I
They've
guess it
changed
does
it
look
to
all
the,
fucked up.
the
Okay.
busted model. Which you hide in the explosion.
Transition?
Yeah.
Smart. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But, bogey, does bogey always refer to a plane being behind you?
No, I think it just refers to any,
I think it's an unknown.
any
Okay.
unknown plane, right?
No, Bogey Dead 6, was that PlayStation 1? That was a game, right?
Sure, probably.
Or is that a phrase that I'm thinking of?
This is
Yeah.
that's a bad way to stay alive.
Yeah.
What I'm doing right there.
To not move.
I just wanted to shoot that thing.
Bogey Dead 6 came out on PlayStation in '96 by Asmik Ace Entertainment and Pegasus Japan.
Good call.
I remember wanting that to be like Ace Combat and it not being like that at all.
Not bad.
Oh, again with the less than full health on respawn. As
Yeah,
well.
what is that about?
It's a little
Dan, you got
fucked
any
up.
cheats for us?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, we should check.
Wonder
and
if
see
there's like a trench
any-
run level.
anything good.
What would the Death Star equivalent be for B doing a trench run?
Like an evil hive.
Or like a
The
dude
evil
with a
herd
bunch
hive.
of a bunch of pesticide and like his head is the Death Star. You gotta shoot in his ear canal.
Sure.
Blow up his brain.
Yeah, or both sides are made out of bug zappers.
Yeah, yeah. Invincible. Special gun. That's on mission 6 though. There's a level select.
Give me Invincible first.
Okay.
Can I do that mid game or is that a?
Title screen.
Oh.
You can play as Dark Stinger.
All right. Well, give me Invincible first. Let's- Okay.
All right, you're gonna hold in Z. Gonna do this live here?
Yeah.
RRLL. Up, down, left, right. RRLL. Up, down, left, right while holding Z. You doing D-pad, up, down?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about now? It's time to rock
RRLL. Up, down, left, right.
What about now? It's time to rock with the big
all right,
No, level select, you're supposed to hear a tone.
Okay. Let's try level select.
Okay, hold Z.
All right.
Oh, wow, this is complicated. You ready?
Yep.
Right, down, right. Let go of Z. Right, up, down, left, up, right,
Right. You got to go slower than that.
I don't know how fast you have to enter it.
All right.
All right. Hold Z.
All right.
Right.
Hang on. Let me get back to the title screen. Go.
Right, down, right. Let go.
Uh huh.
Right, up, down, left, up, right.
Okay.
And now, when you start the game, it'll ask you to select a stage.
Okay. Give me Dark Stinger.
That is before the title screen appears.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
forget
that's
it.
super complicated with analog and C stick stuff, or C buttons.
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot of missions.
Boy. Well, Jeff. You want?
Let's take it to the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look on eBay for the Bumble Pack.
The Queen's Chamber. We'll beam you in as near to the chamber. That looks like a trench run to me.
Yeah, it does. And lots of Buck Bumble cartridges, no Buck Bumble packs.
Locate the keys to the chamber, which are being held by the gatekeepers. So beat the gatekeepers to get the keys, to get to the queen, to win the game. Probably won't actually complete this.
Ever see Tim Curry in Red Alert 3 cutscenes? Chat just reminded me. Talks about how he's going to escape capitalism by going to space.
Right, yeah. Oh, geez.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies.
Are you ready for this, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. I was born ready for the end of Buck Bumble.
That's what you always say. Got that tattoo across your back.
Yeah. Born to Bumble, it says.
Number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threading the needle there. I'm something of a fly boy. I don't know if you know.
It appears you are not invincible.
Yeah, that seems to have not happened for us.
This really isn't saying final level to me musically.
This
It is
seems
saying
like a really terrible game.
Buck
Yeah.
Bumble music, though.
You ever played the B-Movie game? For Xbox 360?
Oh boy.
I probably looked
I had
at
to
that
review
a
that.
little bit.
Let me see if I can find my review of the B-Movie game.
Do you remember what you gave it?
No, that's what I want to see. That's what it was called, right? A B-Movie?
The B movie?
B-Movie game. Okay, on 360. Yep, here's my review. All right, my review from January 9th, 2008. B-Movie game. I give it a 7.5.
So you're saying it's good.
I said the mini-games abound throughout the open world segments, and they're all simple and enjoyable enough to satisfy fans of the movie. This is the same thing I
They're
reviewed.
simple enough. So you're saying that people that are fans of the movie are simple people?
No, absolutely not. No,
I
you're
think that's
reading
exactly
a bit much into
what
this.
you're saying.
No.
Is that like, okay, if you're the type of idiot that likes this movie, you'll probably like these simple ass minigames too.
No,
You
you're
damn
reading too much.
rube.
I did also review Mario Party DS in this review roundup. I gave it a 7.
Ooh, wow.
That seems low
B movie
for.
is better.
That sounds like it
I
might
did say
so.
B.
So that's the best Mario Party game then.
That is the lowest score of. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do they say here?
I'm a muddy bee shooting mud bullets into these muddy other bees into this muddy world through the fog. This one at least has the decency to have black fog.
It's like poetry. I said at the end of Mario Party, I'm still holding out hope that the next Wii version will revitalize this aging franchise.
Every day you woke up and said, this needs to change. All right.
Is this fun, Jeff?
No. No, it's not. But
What about now? It's
There we
time
go.
to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to
like
the
this part I have zero problems with.
bum to the bump to the bump to the
Like, this just sounds like an Amiga mod file. Just S3Ms or something.
Can we do an entire
come on.
bombcast with that playing over the back?
Now it's time to rock with the biggie
Yeah, probably.
bumper. What about now
Good
it's
ad
time
music
to rock
break.
with the biggie bumper.
I gave Mario Party 8 a 6.7. Man, what am I thinking here?
I'm already dreading getting to that point.
They're gonna get real
don't
bad.
need to.
They're gonna get real bad. I said this series needs a fire lit under it, and hopefully the next entry will be far superior, which it very well could be, considering it will be built from the ground up for the Wii. I was optimistic in 2007. Series needs a fire lit under it. Mario Party used to have that fire, man.
Yeah, they really
It
got
wanted
away.
it.
Those first few games were really vital, and then they fell back onto their laurels.
It's actually what they're talking about in the end of The Road.
Right.
Do you have the fire? He's
Yeah.
talking about Mario Party.
Mario Party 2 specifically.
Right,
That was
yeah,
the,
yeah.
had the most fire, I think. The hungry young upstart franchise.
You just want to keep doing this for like another hour?
Kind of. Like a little bit.
The boo?
The lyrics again. That's the La Manda Mula Dip Dip. Right there, we just heard that.
Okay.
Okay.
They might do it again here.
Dip,
That might
dip.
have been it. Play some Buzzball?
Unfortunately, we only have one controller here.
I heard it was addictive.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. But unfortunately, we'll have to move on to another game that I actually think has pretty good music too. Now that I think about it, but that game will require a bit of a change.
It's
over
not
here.
Buzzball.
Yes. Yeah. What
Go
is it?
on.
It's baseball.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Ken Griffey Jr., baseball's ultimate player, son of Ken Griffey Sr.
Right.
of the Cincinnati Reds.
Wasn't there a time when they played together? He was a coach. Senior was a coach.
Yeah, probably.
Senior played for the Reds. Griffey was pretty much always Mariners for most of his relevant
And
career,
then,
right?
yeah, like towards the end there, he kind of moved around a little bit. But
Yeah.
um,
I have played probably 500 to 1,000 games of this.
that's
Wow.
more than I played. I played a full season, and I played a lot of it myself. But yeah, that's probably. And I have not played it in a very long time. So
I played this obsessively throughout college and a little bit past that. My dad has probably played more than me. I think I've said this before, but he kept a spiral notebook and like measured, like figured out all the stats and who they were actually supposed to be, and like edited all the teams. So they were
I did all
accurate.
that, you know, just I didn't need a spiral notebook to rename the David Justice to David Justice.
He kept
but
stats though. Like he
Oh,
used to do
okay.
full
All right.
seasons and stuff, and keep stats. That the nowadays games keep stats.
That is exactly the sort of thing a dad would do with a baseball game.
But he's probably watching right now, and this game holds up real well.
94. Contemporary with dinosaurs.
Yeah, pretty much the dinosaurs of. So this imported. Is this your cartridge from then, or what is this? I noticed there's a sticker, a ripped sticker on the back that says $2.99. So I imagine it's not.
No, my original one is at my dad's place right now.
Okay, all right.
Because he still has that. I think he said he played it within the last couple of years. Of
course.
So I rebought it when I moved to
Okay, so
Minnesota.
this probably doesn't have renamed players and all that sort of stuff from the looks of it.
This one will not.
Okay. The benefit of actually with this Retron, we could find a save online that had all the players renamed, and then actually push it back to the cart.
Wow.
Do you think that's on? Do you think that's online somewhere
Yeah.
for this game specifically?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's the internet.
I
and
think
it's
it
video
has to
games.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, people are ROM hacking RBI Baseball to put modern players and teams into it to this day, I think. So, like, it's something as simple as a save file for this that did it. I bet it has to be out there.
God, if my dad.
I'm going to
knew-
go with the Giants.
I always went with the Braves. Can we play at Kauffman Stadium? Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We would always go in there and do that. Before they did the wait, what the fuck? No, not bullpen.
You went to the bullpen.
Stadium. There we go.
So they had the MLB license, not the Players Association.
Right,
Just Griffey.
exactly, yeah.
So the players' names were like creamed corn and stuff, or like there'd be a whole team of presidents or rock stars.
But
or
Griffey
whatever.
was in it, so he was the only player. He was on the Mariners, where he was supposed to be.
Huh.
All right, give me just a second
Pickford.
here to just get a.
This is Otis Nixon.
K-Hook.
Yeah.
All right, cameras. Dad, I'm gonna make you proud. Here we go. He always beat me in this game.
Listen to this jam.
It's so good.
All right. All right, here we go.
It's always great when you strike out too and you yell, "Oh, come on!" at the camera.
Yep, yeah,
or
the
break
oh,
it.
come on. Oh, come on.
Or just the
pretty
sad guy that looks down at his feet. Yeah. It's good for a single. Yeah.
Otis Nixon has speed. And a drug problem. But
Was it speed?
no.
Okay.
They should have made it so when he runs the bases, the base path just gets hoovered up.
That's no good.
Come on. Oh!
You almost got the cool little hop.
Yeah,
Double play.
yeah, the hop is awesome.
That was Ron
Oh,
Gant, I
man.
think.
Oh, man.
Got the fountains there.
This stadium is huge.
Here's David Justice. Oh no, this is McGriff. D.
Yeah,
Crime,
Crime
Dog. Yeah.
D-Crime, the crime dog.
Come on. That's an interesting.
Here's
And
David
this
Justice.
is Justice.
Steve
Yeah.
Chapman.
Oh, you're stealing home. I thought you were fucking stealing second. I really fucked that up. Look at how
Yes.
fast they run the paths though when you chase
Yeah.
them
All right, I'll take it.
down. Okay. Whew. Okay, let me just swing the bat a
It's
couple
just
times here.
beat
get
a
a feel
swing,
for it.
wide a bunt.
Okay.
Ready?
Sure. Is it L and R to run the bases? Is that like
No,
everybody
X
runs?
is to lead off, A is to go back.
But I mean, when
It's
you're-
up,
when-
so if
when
you're
you're
in
in the
first
field.
and you want to go to second, it's up and B. If you're in second and you want to go to third, it's left and B.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
and
And
B.
then
if you want
A
to go
goes
home.
back. A returns to a base.
A and up would take you back to second. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna have to learn the base running controls this time.
Like a 440-foot homer.
Nice.
A feet.
Yeah.
I like that
Home
font.
run.
What did I say? I think I said pretty damn close to that.
I don't know.
All right, this is gonna be a fastball down the middle.
Mind games starting already.
Ugh. It's also B to dot. Oh, what the fuck
Oh,
am I
yeah.
doing?
no.
Use the pressure, the lights, and the live nature. I'm
Yeah.
used to just sitting in my basement with my dad doing
This
this.
is Will Clark.
I like the bubble gum.
Oh. The speed on the
Knuckleball.
Ah.
Love that.
Awesome.
Oh, he's on the gas. Look at this guy.
Matt Williams, I think.
Oh shit! High pressure, Drew.
I know.
This would be Barry Bonds, I guess, at this point, right? 94?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a game.
This game moves.
Yeah.
Not like real baseball.
No, no. That's no good.
I think they're actually trying to curb that a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying to make some rules changes to try to...
There's like presentation options where it's like, hey, let's
No,
skip
no,
all the-
in real baseball.
Oh, real baseball.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey man, you can't just stand there for 20 seconds fixing your gloves.
Yeah.
These games are becoming like 4 hours long or more.
Oh wow, I didn't know they were actually doing that.
Yeah. I do have a soft spot in my heart though for classic sports games, especially baseball games, because like they have to be by their nature stripped down to their essence.
And
Right.
They're also cool as like time capsules to like load up RBI Baseball 2 and like, oh yeah, that's who was playing. Like, you know, looking at the All-Star teams and stuff like that. Fuck.
And I think these games are more fun than modern baseball games.
Yes. 100%.
Like
Yeah,
they're just
totally.
way too complicated.
They're way more accessible. Like they're just better games.
This is gonna be no good for me.
Wow.
Yeah, and knocks him down in the process.
Like
the,
a Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah, like the base running
yeah.
just fucked. Like the running the bases with the ball rather is the speed is insane.
Yep.
Funky drum breaks. Like this is a good ass game.
It is my favorite sports game. Well, Blitz and Jam.
Get
Right
there.
up too. Yeah, this is part of the like holy trinity for me. It's this, Blitz, and Jam are my 3 favorite sports games ever.
Oh,
X to lead off if you're interested.
good.
Okay.
Oh. Duh.
It's so frustrating.
It's one of those things that's like, it's totally not a problem once you're in the rhythm of the game and you've played like a handful of games of it, like it kind of comes back, but coming back to this stuff after who knows how many years, like just the movement on the ball and just timing these swings, and
Yep.
it's rough.
Oh shit!
Oh!
That felt pretty good. All right. I got some all-stars coming up here.
Okay, Hook.
So does Nixon. Yeah. So speedy. Would Ricky Henderson have been in this game?
Probably.
94?
Yeah, I want to
Maybe.
say.
I don't know where he was.
I remember him being in the RBI games.
Yeah, those were years earlier.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah.
those.
That.
You can't RBI baseball it by starting the run to another base and then just to throw the ball into the field, like throw it away.
Get out.
Ugh. Clutch dive right there.
All right,
All right,
dog.
D-Crime.
Nice.
I also love the scoreboard at the end with the newspaper clippings and stuff. That's cool.
I like the animation on the fingers on the bat.
Oh yeah,
When he gets up there.
Boy, Drew, I really don't like what's going on up there in the program feed. Not a fan of that whatsoever.
Tell me about baseball.
You look like a Goomba from the Mario Brothers movie.
Are you controlling that wiggle
Yeah.
on the pitch?
Yeah.
Really?
Post pitch, some after touch on the pitch.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, without any kind of like just the options for like pitch selection and stuff being limited at this point, like, you know, they had to kind of give you something to make the pitching hard to deal with, right?
Right.
It's a great, everything about that is great. All right, God damn
All right,
it.
Justice. I was obsessed with Justice as a kid. A bunch of posters and stuff. I don't think I ever actually watched the games, though. I think I just played baseball games. I'd
Yeah,
watch,
how
like,
do you know all the people in the Atlanta Braves? Are
think
you a
it's 'cause I played
Braves
the shit
fan?
Well, because the Braves were owned by Ted Turner, who owned TBS.
This was before I'd ever seen wrestling.
So
this
because
is-
of the Superstation, the Braves were on nationwide. They were America's team. Everyone could easily follow the Braves
That's
if
true.
you had cable.
In like elementary school, everyone was a Braves fan.
Yeah, well, they were actually, when you were in elementary school, they were also really fucking good. You're a dick. Like, everyone became a Braves fan because they were so fucking good. You know?
Ultimate opportunist.
Yeah.
What they call it.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant to say.
No, that's not why. I think my dad was just like obsessed with watching baseball and talking about it. I think he super wanted me to be a sports kid, and I super was not a sports kid.
Yeah.
So I think he was always like trying to teach me about the Braves since I took a liking to them or whatever.
But yeah, the Braves were they were always on television, every game, you know, because everyone got TBS.
Drew, you thought he was going to go
Still the
wrestling
case.
route, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Nope, I was still. Wait, no, '94 was actually right when I was at the highlight. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I wasn't watching WCW yet. WCW was on TBS. Wait, now why would you do that? I wasn't looking at the screen.
Yeah, I know, you looked away as I was winding up, so.
That's not very sportsmanlike. Gonna see an asterisk next to the ending of this game.
Oh.
Yep, that'll do. Why did?
Save.
You're really reaching out and getting.
Yeah.
I need
Yep.
to spend more time looking at the. Oh, it didn't. So this would happen in this game where it would not change players, and there is no change player button. So you would
So you
run
don't know
in
where you
expecting it
are.
to change to the left fielder, but it never did because the ball just died out here in short left field.
I'll take it.
Oh,
Wow.
Can you get to it? All right, pretty good.
Nice.
All right, that was a good inning.
Oh, it does show you what
Yeah, it
player
shows
you
you what
are
player
down
you're
there.
controlling.
Yeah,
so-
and usually it
And
would
there's a
snap to the
beeping
right
noise
guy.
when it'll change.
Guy's got a cannon. Go for it.
Ugh.
Do it.
Wow. Are you pressing a jump button?
Yeah, hit me to jump.
Nice.
That felt good.
Does that also dive?
Yes. It just kind of context sensitive does it. Ooh, what am I doing?
Sacrifice something.
Seems no matter where the ball is laterally, if you time it right, you can hit it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, sort of.
Like this. From right field to third base.
That's an arm.
Yeah.
Like that was going way outside.
Yeah, but I kind of stepped into it a little bit also.
Okay.
As it was going away from me, I kind of moved closer to the plate.
Ooh.
Foul down the right field line.
Mustard on. Yes.
Oh.
That's a double.
Jesus.
Maybe triple? There goes a triple. No, not gonna go triple.
How does it handle who's in the picture-in-picture there if
You
you've got
can-
two runners on?
You can LNR.
Okay.
Switch between it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Decrime.
482 feet. Oh. Close.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right. There's a little spot between your hands and the upper part of the bat that the ball will just go straight
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, if you get it in on his fists, it'll just kind of
Okay.
can't handle the inside stuff.
Also got a good sound effect when you bean someone. Just like, It always disappointed me when the huge-looking dudes never really had much power behind them.
All right, hang on. I'm replacing this guy.
Okay. All right.
I played a lot of the N64 Griffey.
Winning Run was the second Super Nintendo one. What was the? Was it just King Griffey Jr.?
Major League
Since
Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
That's
or
what
something
this
like
is.
that.
I think it had.
Maybe winning. Was there a second Super Nintendo?
I
game?
want to say yeah. I want to say Winning Run was on Super Nintendo.
I don't know.
Hi, I'm King
All right,
Griffey Jr.
we're going with JoJo.
All right, JoJo Pickford. All right, here we go. Get to it.
He's got it. He's got it.
No, he doesn't.
Oh. Skied it. He'll drop it.
No. There are far more just like unforced errors in the RBI games than this.
Yeah.
Because you almost never saw it in this.
It will not let me let JoJo pitch. It automatically goes over to the bullpen. It won't. Oops. Oh, geez. Well, hopefully Dawson's good.
Oh, because you subbed him in to bat for the pitcher?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Feel how far outside I can throw it. You know, just
That batter's
Ah,
box
shit.
is enormous.
that'll
Right over the
bounce
top.
back.
Oh no! I didn't. Something on the ball. Don't tell me I'm gonna. Okay. Whew. Man, you're fast.
I'd like someone to calculate how fast these guys are running.
Yeah.
You could do it because it's a standard distance.
Yeah, it's 90
between,
feet between
90
bases,
feet?
right?
Damn it!
Or is it 90 feet from the rubber to home
Yeah,
plate?
maybe it is. It's, what is it, 60 feet 6 inches or something between? I don't know. Yeah. Numbers.
I almost stole the ace again. Damn it. Tag up.
Does your computer still have battery?
Yeah, I'll need to sign in.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Will
And
Clark
90
is
feet to
legging
first.
out nothing.
60 feet 6 inches to the mound.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you to Joe Matiki. I'm in the chat now as Dan. Dan Reichert.
Good dive. Good dive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bonds showing that trademark Bonds flair.
Yeah.
And weak ass fucking pops to.
Do people here like Bonds? Overall?
Yeah.
They do? Okay. Do you?
I fucking hated him.
Okay, okay.
Like once all the steroid stuff started happening.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like he was still like playing.
Yeah.
Like fuck you, like fuck this, like that kind of that ruined me on all of baseball for a while when that
Yeah.
stuff kind of came up, and then especially when people here were just like, "Well, man, Bonds fucking awesome, Giants are fucking winners." Like fuck you.
Especially when he broke the record, too. It's just
Yeah.
like everyone just hated that. Outside of here,
Yeah.
everyone hated him.
Oh shit.
That's right. The Orioles played a game last week in an empty ballpark.
Yeah. Orioles, White Sox?
Yeah. Because of the curfew in Baltimore and
Yeah.
all that stuff, man.
That
Wow.
is wild.
That was the same day as the Big Live show. Otherwise, I was gonna try to watch that game because it just sounded so insane.
It was their halftime heat.
Yeah.
Benmo316 linked me to the new pace of play rules for baseball. Hitters must keep at least 1 foot in the batter's box during a plate appearance.
So they can't just like meander around? It's
Right.
Like, yeah. Okay.
The time it takes to start an inning after a commercial break will be shortened, and managers can ask for instant replays from the dugout.
7-10 stretch.
I skipped that shit.
You're feeling more relaxed now?
Yeah, I do. I feel ready to go. I feel ready to start. The comeback starts here with 2 strikes.
This is going to be slow, and I'm going to curve it to the left.
It's like a
Yeah.
20-second pitch clock is also being
Yeah,
floated.
yeah. Yeah.
Inside fast.
Ah, there we go. Contact. Sometimes you just gotta get a little bit of it.
Bruto Sheusu wants to know if we ever played Dusty Diamond's All-Star Baseball for the NES.
I feel like I did, but not much.
I might have messed with it a little bit.
I was mainly this.
Shit.
I was mainly this, Base Wars, Baseball Stars, and RBI. Some bases loaded. I was never huge on bases loaded.
We were real big on original Nintendo baseball until RBI came out, and then eventually got into Baseball Stars.
Baseball Stars is really good. I like all the goofy teams and stuff.
I had Tommy Lasorda on Genesis.
Yeah, I had that too. It's a hell of a game.
That's out. Oh, come on. What am I doing? Back there. Whew. Bag up. That'll do. That'll do.
Tag would like us to know that King Griffey Jr. counts as a valid character in the Smash Brothers character poll. He's been in a video game, and the Seattle Mariners are a Nintendo property.
That's true. You should look up Winning Run and see if that is the Super Nintendo one or if that's the 64 one.
Winning Run.
He should go after
Yeah.
that. After trying to bunt at a ball that went behind him.
Yeah.
King Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run, Super Nintendo.
Yeah. It was not nearly as good.
Good eye. Good eye.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, that. I love that.
A lot of baseball games in the chat.
Sometimes when you get beamed, the guy goes, ah, at the pitcher. I like
Oh.
that one too.
Slugfest.
Is that Griffey with Slugfest?
Oh,
King Griffey
yeah.
Slugfest was the
King
64
yeah.
one. Yeah. Winning Run was going for like more of a realistic like art style, which I just didn't like at all.
I don't remember it at all.
I remember renting it and not liking it.
I feel like it came out so late that maybe like the idea of games on the Super Nintendo was like, yeah, of course.
It was probably like 95,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Super Baseball 2020.
It's
Base
a neat
Wars.
game, but I feel like a lot of the robot baseball games were not that great.
Roger Clemens MVP Baseball. Hardball for the Genesis.
Clemens had like the alternate perspectives, like behind the pitcher's back, at
That-
the bottom of the screen.
It was that and Bases Loaded did that, which I
Yeah.
never liked. I never liked
yeah,
that at
yeah.
all.
I think Clemens had that too. But yeah, that was the big bases loaded thing, which I never. Yeah. It's dumb. Oh, D-Crime.
What he does. Play it safe.
Okay, so this is Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball. The N64 version is called Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay.
Big difference. Yeah, that's the one. 98.
Was Nolan Ryan still playing here?
In '94?
Yeah. I figured this would be way near the end if he was.
Yeah.
Damn it. Top of the ninth? No,
Bottom of the ninth. Here we go.
This is it?
Nolan Ryan's last MLB appearance was 93 for the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
So he might have actually been in this game, because this being a '94 release probably has 93 players and stats.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh. Ah. Oh, come on, indeed.
2 outs to glory. Fuck. The real fountains look a lot better than that.
Okay. Oh, come on, what? Rally starts, man. You gotta
Got important stuff to do here. You out of here.
digweed.
Bub wants to
Not pretty
know
big
if,
we did.
Jeff, you ever played an arcade game called Ninja Baseball Batman.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Jason says it's so good.
You hit stuff with a bat. Oh, come on!
Out.
Oh! High risk, high reward. Yeah.
Next to lead off if you want to.
Shit. What? Yeah! Ate him up!
They usually lock on better than that.
Go, go, go! All right, so how did you tell him to advance to home, but not the guy on second
You point
to
at
advance
the
to
base,
third?
or you point at the runner and issue specific commands.
So if you want to go
It's
home,
not just all
down
run,
and B.
all go back.
Yeah, down and B will only send a guy home if he's on third.
Okay,
so
so
that doesn't fuck with the guy.
it's more like-
anywhere else.
Someone go to this base.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Or runner that
someone
can go
go-
to this base, go to this base.
Or someone go
It's not
back
everyone.
to this base.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's A and B to go.
A is
and
go
to
back, B is go forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like kind of a weird, and yeah, some games handled it a little differently. Where you had some that were like, I want to say Nintendo Baseball was you always pointed at the base the runner started at, and you would tell that guy to run by pointing at his base and hitting the button, as opposed to point. So if a guy was on first, you want to tell him to run second, you pointed at first and hit go, and then you'd point at first and hit back to send him back.
And later
This one
cons-
makes more sense to me because it's like
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my mind of where I want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And later consoles would have like advance all or retreat all. One more.
You hot dog and piece of garbage.
All right. Oh, look at my guy's beard. I got like a Will Smith facial hair thing going on up there. That's the ball game.
I should have pinch hit for him. That was the pitcher.
You scared me at the end there, Jeff.
Yeah, it took me 9 innings to kind of dial it in a little bit, but,
The
started making
hieroglyphics.
something happen.
Brave outfielder leaves team to play in Japan. Uh-oh.
Apparently, Japanese rules are different.
A little bit. Yeah.
The ball is smaller, apparently.
Oh.
Dad, you can still be proud of the Reichert name.
Too
now.
Extreme says, based on home to first base, they run at around 16.5 miles per hour.
All right. Yeah. Well,
Well,
that's baseball. That is a hell of a baseball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the 64 version. I remember liking it. I don't. I haven't played it in a long time.
I remember. I think I remember playing it and going like, this is not what I want. Like that generation of consoles is where sports games really got away from me.
Yeah.
Across the board because they just got more serious and.
I kind of liked football on PlayStation. Because Game Day was actually pretty good for like 97, 98.
Game Day was fairly accessible. I think,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but.
And then obviously like Blitz and stuff. That was.
That's
when
that's
Blitz
a
was
totally
big.
different thing though. You know.
Because do you associate that with arcades, or
Yeah.
just because it's such a different type of game?
Both.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's like saying like comparing NBA Jam to NBA Live. Like it's not in the same
Yeah.
conversation.
That's still like in the realm of like sports games, which technically it is.
Yeah.
But baseball, I definitely didn't play a lot back then.
Yeah. Well, I think, but it's also when wrestling games theoretically kind of came into their own and stopped sucking. And wrestling brings us to our next game,
It's kind of a long walk.
which,
and balls.
sure, yeah, balls bring us there. You've got to love the glove, Drew. This is Glover. Why don't you play a little
Okay,
Glover?
thanks.
Let me see if I can pull up that sound clip.
Gotta love the glove.
Once sponsored a WWF pay-per-view.
Rock Bottom 98.
Rock Bottom 98, I'm being told. You can hear wrestling announcers shout, "Gotta love the glove."
Not just any announcer, Jim Ross.
Well, Jim Ross, the announcer. I
can't find the
for
clip.
wrestling.
Somehow, Glover kept coming up in the podcast.
Yeah, it's just
I
it's
kept
one of those.
bringing up Glover.
Yeah, it's one of those go-to games I think of when I think of like dumb sub Mario platformers from this era of console.
As much as I may sound like I love Glover, I've played it maybe 3 times.
You've got to love the glove.
I mean, I do in theory, but I have not played this game since I had a Nintendo 64 hooked up to my television on the rig.
Right.
So, I'm actually curious to see if it.
Did you know a Glover 2 was in development, but not released?
I'm not sure I
did not
did.
know that.
Look at these menus.
We may have to take a look at Glover 2 at some point because a version of it got out there, a prototype got out there. So we do have the means to look at that. So we may have to look in on Glover 2 one of these days.
I'd be curious.
I should bring in all my prototype carts and stuff too. Just mess with that stuff a little bit.
I still want to try out Star Fox 2. That's been one I've always been super curious about.
Yeah, I have a copy of Metal Jack, which was not released in the U.S. It's a shitty game.
For what?
SNES.
Oh.
Yeah, good call.
I recently
Honor
watched
the
a January 1999 Raw, and they were showing highlights of, I think, Shawn Michaels kicking Vince McMahon when he got fired as commissioner or something. And they had like 2 screens squished to the side, like terrible aspect ratio of just Glover gameplay footage. It looked terrible.
Welcome to the castle, guys. This is
Okay.
in no way like Mario.
This looks worlds cleaner than Buck Bumble.
It does, yeah.
You know, just the models, the textures, just the general fidelity. The accident.
Oh, so what sort of good guy? Yeah, you were just his gloves.
His glove fell into the,
Oh, but then his other one.
What's the other glove? Is he evil?
Well, this is me. The other glove fell into the cauldron.
Oh.
The crystals.
The warrant.
Wait.
What?
Oh, the crystals transformed into balls?
I think Glover
Glover, oh.
transformed the crystals into balls, maybe to make people not realize that.
Oh no!
That's what I was worried about.
That is the bad guy.
That is what I was worried about.
Yeah, that's This is a terrific premise, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
A wizard loses his gloves, one becomes good, one becomes evil. Like, that's kind of outstanding.
I think that laugh was the sample for Feel Good Inc.
What are you?
I'm clever, bro.
No, that thing. Mr.
What
Tip?
does Mr. Tip say?
If you want any hints, speak to me. You can do this by standing near me and pressing B. Okay? Oh, by the way, you can press lose it. Okay. Lose your ball. Press the ball button. Boom. Here we go.
Good looking character.
All right, the environment here is maybe a little less sharp and.
I really,
Oh yeah.
really love this character animation, though.
God.
All right, what do I got? I can jump. I can double jump and flip. What is that?
You're in an evil. There's evil laughter. Like, this is bad for Glover.
I can press B to point where the ball is.
This looks like it would be like
Can I
a
just
World
hold it?
8 of a Mario game with all the red and evil and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a star tattoo on the
going?
back of your neck.
Oh, you know, it's spring break.
Funny if it was like the ICP Hatchet Man.
Woo! There we go. What's up?
What does Mr. Tip have to say about all this? And his brother, Mr. Tip.
Okay.
Do you need
Jump
to
into
practice?
the well to learn valuable tips and tricks. All right. Return ball to the cave to open gateways to other
Yeah.
worlds.
Of course.
You ever throw a tennis ball in a cave? That's what happens. This portal opens up right there.
What? Okay. Let's just let me get the basics down. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I recall, this is kind of a puzzle game too. Okay.
Jeff, the
Got
chat
it.
wants to know why some of these lesser-known games look so muddy. He said he played the Mario 64 and Zelda, and they look great. Why do some of these? They want to know if it's budget or what the explanation is.
I think some of it may come down to just like skill at getting performance out of the hardware. By muddying it up, they are using less memory, and that sort of thing. So by having shittier textures, they can have more of them, or keep the frame rate up. Or there's a lot of different stuff, a lot of push and pull when it comes to developing this sort of stuff is kind of my understanding. And that kind of carries on to this day, where there are always trade-offs.
Yeah.
Between, frame rate and fidelity.
Yep.
Oh, come on. So, all right, I can bounce the ball.
Yeah.
But I can't get up this tall bit here, so I can hold down B.
You can't move now because that's a double dribble.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta shoot.
So I gotta shoot.
There you go.
So I can get up there, but I've got to get the ball up
What does
there,
Mr. Tip have to say now?
So,
Did they ever make plush Glovers? Because I want to buy one if they
me
did.
too.
I should dig out my plush Bubsy.
Oh,
if
yeah?
you are about to slap or throw the ball, you can change your mind by pressing Z.
I guess I could just buy a glove and draw eyes on it with a Sharpie, but that doesn't really feel like the same thing.
It's got to be a
DIY.
four-fingered glove.
Let's see. Lever.
Ah.
I was gonna say, can you like bounce and then throw at the top of a bounce?
Well, I might try to slap it, but
Oh. Now you've gone and done it.
I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I don't know how can I slap.
Any feelings towards Jet Force Gemini, the chat asks. I was not a big fan. I really liked a lot of the stuff Rare was doing back in that time period.
Yeah.
Did not particularly like Jet Force Gemini.
Okay, I can hold A to slap.
Okay. That was one of those games where, like, when it was coming out, people were like, "Oh, this is gonna be a big deal. The N64 is the best." Jet Force, and it's like came out, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Nah, man."
Was that expansion pack?
It might have been. I don't know.
Hang on, Drew, test something. If you go to the edge of a, like the edge there, does he go into a
does he
sit
have
animation?
yeah.
And he dangles his feet.
That's real good.
That's
right up there with Sonic flailing his arms and looking all scared. That's really good.
All right, first person mode up on the C stick. That's pretty great.
It's like Mario, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of similar noise when you're doing
Yep.
the camera stuff even.
Yep.
Okay.
They knew what they were making.
I don't know. Your end goal is pretty different. Like you're bringing something
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah,
and
totally, totally.
some gaps are too wide to throw the ball across. Okay. Now we're slapping. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. This is a little weird.
Because I think there have been like 3 or 4 times that I have seen the Jim Ross "Gotta Love the Glove" thing, and then it's gotten taken down. So it's been someone's job to like monitor whether or not Jim Ross "Gotta Love the Glove" is still up. That's a copyright claim.
Yeah.
I think I tweeted. Someone tweeted it at me. I think I retweeted
Yeah,
it.
I think it's been taken down since then.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. They're pretty litigious, aren't they?
Yeah, that's ultimately that's what stopped us from launching a wrestling site some years ago. Was like the thought of a wrestling wiki based on photographs that were probably owned by WWE, and they were in the middle of like threatening to sue YouTube and all this other stuff before they then turned around and said, "No, we love YouTube. Social media is great." That's
Okay. I just filled this chasm with sand.
that's sand. Okay, I was like, you filled it with horrible goo. Now you're doomed.
Nacho cheese.
Hey, that's the best.
Shallow water can be crossed without a problem.
Ain't a thing.
You cannot hold the ball in deep water. You'll need to use the ramps to get the ball out. Oh, yes. Oh, I remember.
Pretty
Okay,
good.
so the controls are backwards. So if I
Yeah,
push
you have to-
toward the ramp,
Yeah.
I'll go the wrong way because I've got to run like a log run.
You're controlling Glover, not
Yes.
the ball. Yeah.
Correct. That's silly, but kind of fun.
Just scientific is what that
Yeah,
is.
look at that. Ever try to do a log roll?
No.
It's really hard.
It seems like it would be.
I always wanted to do the full American Gladiators end thing. They had kind of a log roll thing, but plus the zip line stuff.
Jump. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Tip. So I can just hop off here.
They could have Conker's Bad Fur Dayed this and made it so he could flip people off.
But he's only got 4 limbs.
I mean, that could still happen. You never know.
You can still flip someone off with, like, if these were the only fingers I had, you just go like that. Yeah, he can do it.
Okay, yeah, combining bounce and throw. There you go.
Whoop, nope.
There's a pirate level in this game, and there's a diving board, and you can shoot hoops off of it, according to the chat.
Hey, did you see that?
Yeah, it's nice.
If you accidentally fist slam your ball, it sends it flying.
So I can press Z to cancel if I don't like my angle.
I like that you just kind of get infinite time up there.
Hang time, bro. Nope. Oh, no. Oh.
It's a crucial save.
Come on. There we go.
What was the Kirby game, where it's basically kind of like a golf game? Kirby,
Yeah.
It was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. It's,
Isometric.
Kirby's Wild Shot.
Dream Course?
No.
Kirby's Dream Course?
Dream Course, that might be it.
Ooh.
I like my game, Kirby's Wild Shot.
I play that. Is that an air ride, a Dream Course, a Wild Shot? Thoughts on Mischief Makers, the chat asks. I like that game a lot.
Yeah, people seem to like that game.
It was really weird, but it was really cool.
Yeah,
A lot of shaking stuff.
I was not really huge on it. If you get right up against it, was that? No, I guess the arc just doesn't. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
No.
Now you've gone and done it.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Okay. All right.
Spend the next 4 hours trying to
People
throw
are
this
saying
ball
there's a
up here.
switch. There's a switch under a box.
Oh, so maybe you have to stomp those,
Oh.
all those
The crates?
boxes.
Yeah. Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat. These hot Glover
Well, last
tips.
time you fell down there, I actually started wondering, like, maybe they want, maybe. No,
Oh, here you
yeah,
go.
Like that one, for example.
What?
Oh, I wonder if Mr. Tip would have told you that there.
I need a glove for that.
Is that a fist slam?
I like that you can just lie down.
Yeah.
So tired.
Oh, fucking whatever, man.
Can you just kind
Oh,
of
it's
creep
like
along?
stealth.
That's great.
Ugh.
I like that a lot.
Gotta get to the fridge somehow.
This is okay.
How I get out of bed. Oh,
This is a lever switch. Oh, okay. No.
That'll probably help.
I see.
People are asking if we like 2D Rare or 3D Rare better. I guess I'd say 3D Rare. I like Donkey Kong Country, the old Super Nintendo ones, but I don't think they're great.
Yeah.
And they haven't aged that well. And I'm just a huge GoldenEye Perfect Dark guy, and I like Conquer a lot.
I thought some of their crazy, super old British shit was pretty cool.
What specifically?
Like, what was that? Manic Miner and Jetpack and stuff like that.
Okay, I don't think I played any of those.
But yeah, like I generally like wasn't really. I'm trying to think. Like yeah, like I have zero reverence for Donkey Kong Country. It was just one of those like too little, too late. Like sort of like the second Griffey is just like end of SNES era. Just like I don't really care about this. Like
That first one was when SNES was still like super relevant. I think kind of middle of its run. Like by the time like Donkey Kong Country 3 came out, that was super near the end.
was it? I want
Let me
to
see.
say
I want to say it was like
First
92, 93, maybe 93. That's my guess.
because like Saturn was like 94, right?
That was 90.
PlayStation was 95.
PlayStation was 95.
Yeah.
Was Saturn? Saturn was
you
E3 95, wasn't it? Because that's the one where they said like, oh, by the way, it's on sale right now.
I thought that was E3 94.
I'll check on that
But-
too. Donkey Kong Country was 94. They squeezed in 3 after 94. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, I was already in the process of thinking about new consoles, and I think the 3DO was out at that point. Not that that was like something where you're like, all right, this is where gaming is headed.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it was still like the Super Nintendo didn't seem like the thing anymore,
My ball turned into a crystal.
Okay, that's cool.
I was just kind of hoping, like,
Whoa.
again, being like a little kid that didn't understand how hardware worked at all.
Right, yeah.
I kind of wanted like Super Nintendo, like, see, Super Nintendo can do 3D. Donkey Kong Country is a 3D game. It can totally do that. Because I didn't want to have to get a new console because you don't have a job when you're 10.
Sure, yeah.
So
Look
Saturn
at
was
this.
May 95. So that was that E3 when it was like, it's out. Which is a crazy idea, and I love it so much, and I wish they would do, like, I wish, like, Gabe Newell would be like, hey, Half-Life 3, by the way, it's out now. We just announced it, and it's out. Download
I
it
think
now.
that when they do put Half-Life 3 out, that's
You think?
precisely how they'll do it.
God, that'd be so cool. People would just lose their damn minds.
There's zero benefit to them hyping it up.
Because they just know that the people that are going to buy
Like a
that game are
standard
going to buy
preview
it.
cycle or anything like that doesn't do that game any good.
Yeah. It's a year of trailers and, like, GI covers and
Just
stuff.
getting out
yeah.
there and just being like, here, you assholes.
That's the tagline for Half-Life
Yeah.
3. Here, you assholes.
Oh. 3, 2.
I'm going to point out how good his animation was when you beat a level. He spins the ball on his finger, which is good enough as it is.
Uh-huh.
Then he flips it up in the air, goes, ha! And then he starts doing a little dance on his legs.
Did you see this one?
The cartwheel, yeah, that's real good too. Like, this is a guy I would hang out with.
Glover?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
He's having fun.
Maybe you do, in fact, got to love the glove.
I do. It's not incorrect.
I don't know what kind of longevity this would have in terms of just like by the second level of this, are you just like, fucking kill me? But
I remember renting this multiple times from the videos, etc.
Videos, etc. Is that a store around here?
I think it's a mom and pop shop. You can get lots more points if you collect them fast, even more by using the ball.
we had Eastman Video, which became Hollywood Video at some point.
We had Video Library, which had a huge wrestling collection. So once I discovered what wrestling was, I just started renting VHS tapes from Coliseum Video of like.
Yeah, we had Sterling Video, which had all the wrestling stuff. Like I never got pay-per-view. Like I always watched
Yeah.
those tapes, so I was never really in sequence with the storylines, like anything like that. It just would always watch those shows out of context.
I can use my magic to change my ball.
Oh, yeah.
What?
If you are holding it, just press R. Otherwise, point at the ball
Oh,
with
so
B
you can change it after
and
the
press
fact
R.
too. That's wow. Change the ball, man.
Whoa. pretty cool.
Crystal, regular, bowling ball. So this would probably sink in the water, yeah?
I'd imagine.
Uh-huh. Okay. But maybe I don't want to do that. Okay, a little tiny marble, crystal.
I wonder,
Stand
is that a
on
marble or a bouncy ball?
It looked like a... I don't know.
Folks are asking opinions on Yoshi Story. I wanted to love that game because of how much I love Yoshi's Island, but I could not get myself to like
Oh,
that.
I played a lot of Yoshi Story.
It dumbed it down so much, I couldn't get into it. Jeff, I remember going to those, getting VHSs of like, because I was 10 when I discovered wrestling, and then I realized like, oh, this has been happening for a long time. I need to find out like the whole history or whatever. And then like Razor
more of
Ramon was my
these?
favorite, and he was always the super good guy.
Yeah.
And then renting like WrestleMania 9 and be like, wait, why is he being a jerk and like not high-fiving people, like having no concept of like heels and faces
yeah.
and everything.
Well, this backwards thing is really messing with my head. So you gotta think a lot when you play Clover.
Somebody in the chat is asking if bowling balls actually float, saying they think they do. I can't imagine they do.
Oh, they're heavy, but they're hollow,
Are they hollow?
Float?
aren't they?
I don't know.
Since Letterman's retiring, do we have the rights to Will It Float? Can we just start that?
Probably.
Okay, cool. I'll email him.
Yeah.
I think I do love the glove. This is not a bad game.
It doesn't seem bad.
I'm not sure I could play it for hours on end, but
This is a concept that could probably work in a modern downloadable title.
sure.
Wonder who has the rights to Glover.
It's a Hasbro Interactive published game, so who would, at some point that I think becomes Atari.
Okay. It wouldn't.
Which
Does
means-
Activision, like, because Activision put out those. Hasbro owns Transformers, and Activision puts out Transformers games, but do Activision and Hasbro have any kind of actual connection beyond that?
No.
Okay.
All right, I bounced it across this chasm before. I'll see if I can do it again. Yeah, that's right. High-level Glover play.
Oh yeah.
Streaming on Twitch right now.
Literally.
What about this with a glove controller with one-to-one finger movement?
Sure.
Actually
Yeah,
dribbling,
and
actually
VR
throwing it.
support,
Mhm.
and really
Oculus
just-
Glover.
Yeah.
Glocculus.
Yes, Glocculus. You should probably fist bump that 4 switch.
Yeah. I'd kickstart Glocculus.
I think this would be really fun on the Oculus Rift.
Glocculus Fist.
What?
Pretty happy with myself for that one. Oh yeah, there was a power glove. The other thing never actually fucking worked. Bowling balls weighing over 12 or 13 pounds will sink, according to the chat.
Chat knows all.
Okay.
Oh, somebody in the chat says glove VR. Man, this has to happen now.
That seems like that would just be the name of a Power Glove knockoff created for use with VR helmets.
Or
Yeah.
Or the Novin Falcon.
Right.
It'd be on like the outskirts of the E3 show floor, and they'd be yelling at people with media badges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come in here. Dear God, see our thing. Oh, please.
I hate walking through the outskirts of show floor or Kensha Hall. They don't do that anymore, do they?
And
No, it's a
Kensha Hall's
parking
now
lot
a
now.
parking lot.
Oh, okay. I remember those
Sadly.
first couple of E3s I went to. They had Kensha Hall, and it was just a sad place to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you went through that, you might find something crazy.
Yeah, it was fun to walk around, but like I remember right
like
after the Wii
Guitar
came out.
Hero, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
You know.
But the sad stuff was like right after the Wii came out, and everyone was trying to do their own. Like, hey, we got a tennis game too.
Yeah.
Like that sucked.
What? I'm missing 7. Oh, I wonder if they're in the enemies.
I think there's some above the door still too, aren't there?
Oh, really? I thought I
Might
got all
be.
those.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh.
there's something up there.
Thanks for life, maybe? Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Not a big collector.
Yeah. Take it out of here. And let's see what this next area looks like, and then think about wrapping it up here pretty soon. Yeah. Flex.
I think the chat found gotta love the glove. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up to my microphone and see if this works.
WWF in your house, appropriately named Rock Bottom, is presented by Glover. New Nintendo 64, gotta love the
Gotta
Presented-
love the glove.
Presented by Glover.
Got the logo above the Rock Bottom logo and everything. With the Nintendo 64 Sports logo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why?
This was I mean, you know, it has a ball in it. It's
Yeah, it's true.
sports.
The gloves in sports.
True. They had all kinds of like cross-promotional opportunities.
Yeah.
Picks up it all.
You could have had wrestlers, you know, wearing gloves,
Yeah.
wearing Glover gloves.
I mean, he could say isotoner on it, just
or
like
yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
just like all the
totally.
bananas in.
I was
Jimmy
thinking
John's.
you could have had like someone. You could have had D'Lo Brown wearing a pair of gloves and then punching out The Rock and winning the title, and then getting on the microphone and saying, "Gotta love the glove," and it's because of his Glover gloves that he was able to win.
Would Glover be co-champion then? Technically?
Yes.
Okay. Seems like a late 90s WCW angle.
Most good things do. All right.
It's the Child's Play doll. Chucky feuding with Rick Steiner.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't end this by drowning the glove.
No, I lost my
Jesus.
ball outside the pool.
All right. Well,
Well,
I don't want to see that kind of tragedy happen again, so I think we're gonna have to cut you off.
all right. Sounds good.
Yeah, and that's going to do it for another installment of our Old Games show. Thanks for hanging out, you guys.
You got it.
Fun.
Glover is way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, man.
It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
a good game.
That's not bad.
I love the Glove.
And Griffey is great, and Buck Bumble
Has a great song in it.
has a great song in it and is fully suck ass. So consider yourselves up to date and warned, I guess, on those 3 games. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Everybody, thanks for watching.